She was stuck in Australia, so I was dealing with that. And by the time I won New York, I just wanted to get on a plane and go there. And I just went to Australia. I didn't want to. I wasn't in the right mind space to do the Olympia or anything like that. So I go there and I come back, and then months go by, and then I feel like something's wrong. You know, there's definitely some issues going on over there, and I don't know if she's just worried about coming back and moving over here. And I get a random message from someone in Australia, this girl named Sharni, and she messaged me to tell me that her husband and my wife have been having an affair. So yeah, and it was rough, and really the only reason why I got through it is because this woman was pregnant, and this guy left her 7 months pregnant for my wife, and they both ran off together. So, you know, and it happens, but you know, the only reason I was able to kind of get through that is, and what nobody knows, because the muscle and fitness issue hasn't come out yet, but there's a whole story on it. But of course, I'll give MD the exclusive.
Yeah, that's good. Well,
yeah, I didn't give up on bodybuilding, but I gave up for the year. I wasn't going to do any shows. I just was like, you know what? I need to go back to how I first started this, because if I would have never been where I was, I would have never met this person and put me in this place. So either way, I gave up. And this girl called me and it's like, you know, hey, what's up? Are you doing, what's up with Chicago? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm out. You know, I just can't. With me, I wish I was one of those people when you get stressed, you eat. Or you go to the gym and take it out. I wish I was one of those bodybuilders. If I was one of those bodybuilders, I swear to God, I'd be Mr. Olympia by now. But I'm the opposite. I don't eat. I fucking don't want to work out. I don't know how to handle that kind of stress. So I lose weight. My body wants to go back to being 145 pounds. I started this. You guys do kilos, right? I was like 60 kilos when I started this. So my body wants to go back to that. And she literally said, she's like, look, if I can do this baby, if I can deliver this baby and do the rest of this on my own, then you can do Chicago.
Yeah.
So when was this? Was this about March, April last year?
This is April, yeah.
April, and you're in that kind of physical and mental state.
Yeah.
When was Chicago? When was Chicago?
July, August, isn't it?
July.
Oh. July. That's incredible.
Yeah, I wasn't eating, I wasn't doing anything, and I was really going through some like really scary issues. It was just the first time I dealt with it, and it wasn't even so much about like getting cheated on. It was that I had changed my whole entire life for this person, and I even got rid of a lot of important people in my life so that way I could get rid of them. I moved to Australia. Nobody knows I moved, picked up, and that's why my stuff was in storage. I put it all in storage, and I got on the next flight and I left. So it was just a big shocker that I hurt people that have been in my life forever for this person that I've only known so many amount of years. So I was just ashamed of myself, really. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do Chicago for this baby. I'm going to do it for both of you guys. And I did. And I think that's why people mistrued when I lost in Chicago, that I was very upset. It had nothing to do with losing the show. It was because I know in January and February and March, like you just said, Michael Lockett was on his game. He was dieting. He was doing the business of bodybuilding. And you know what I was doing? I'm fighting with her, going back and forth on this flight for 18 hours, this flight back and forth. I'm not eating. So in my head, I knew, because I hadn't talked about it with anyone. No one knew, except for this stranger in Australia. I knew that she cost me this show, and I knew it, and it was rough.